Goa Branch of ICAI-WIRC organized a two-day sub-regional conference on 12th and 13th August in Panaji. Skilling sessions in accounting, GST and taxation field were conducted for the benefit of Goa's chartered accountants. The faculties were amongst the experts of the industry from across the country. On the sidelines of the annual conference, the Goa Branch Chairman, CA Gaurav Kenkre, and WIRC Chairman, Murtuza Kachwala, revealed the efforts being put by the organization in nation building.
A very good morning to all of you, and it gives me immense pleasure to stand in front of you all today to welcome all of you to our annual sub-regional conference. The theme and title for this sub-regional conference is Jigyasa, which signifies the thirst, the curiosity of knowledge, which has led all of you to come here in large numbers. We have brought the best of faculties from across the country to give knowledge to us on multiple topics. The theme of Goa branch this year is 360 degrees. The main agenda is that we will cover, and that the theme which is coming up in the sub-regional also is that we are covering all aspects of professional life. So we are covering accounting standards, we are covering GST as well as income tax to give us a 360 degrees panoramic view of the compliance arena.
Friends, here we are attending a sub-regional conference organized by Goa branch for the WIRC, and we are coming up with a good motto. This time our WIRC chairman has given us a mission called a lead towards excellent achievement and development.
Being a treasurer of WIRC, I was keen that every branch of WIRC should submit their audited accounts within the due time given by ICAI. And I congratulate Goa branch on behalf of team WIRC to submit their audited accounts in time. Thank you.
So would like to congratulate to Chairman Goa branch Gaurav Kenkre for the grand success of this conference and designing program structure, excellent speaker, excellent venue and topic, very relevant and need of the hour. So really congratulate to you and your team.
This team of Goa branch is very enthusiastic team, mostly composed of youngsters. So, and the theme for the conference is also very apt, that is Jigyasa, curiosity, what a CA must possess throughout his lifetime. It's a ongoing quest that we must have.
The Chief Minister, Dr. Pramod Sawant, he writing, and it is coming in the newspaper again and again, what type of positive energy is sensed about the CA profession. Really hats off to you guys, congratulations. And we are going and signing a MOU today, and there we're going to train the commerce graduate in a scheme which WIRC has started called Train, Earn and Learn. This is a 36 hours course with the college or the university. They request their FI, SY, TY graduation students to undergo this training for 300 rupees. Then the list of all these graduates is provided to the CA firms. And CA firm can hire them as intern for 1 year minimum period. And we'll give them a certificate of participation, a training, and also we'll give them stipend. Which means what? A normal graduate with a paper degree and a graduate with practical experience in a CA office for 1 year, the salary levels would go more than double. We are making impact in people's life. And I think really a good program in which the Goa government wants to take it up and do it jointly with us.
I'm aware that Yadnesh sir had some special emotional bonding with Goa that he himself is going to tell you. So, आपके सामने पेश है Yadnesh sir.
Thank you very much, Goa branch, for inviting me, for sharing knowledge with my professional brothers. Thank you. Accounting की भाषा में इसे मैं कहूँगा intangible asset with an infinite useful life and which will never going to be impaired.
It's definitely a privilege to be here and share some thoughts about GST notices, The topic in the brochure also talked about letters that we're receiving from the tax department.
Thank you so much.
I am privileged to chair the session of Dr. Girish Ahujaji, one of the respected personality of our country in the field of direct taxes. He is a guru of gurus. Today, for our benefit, he will be taking up the issues of taxation of VDAs, Section 9B, Section 45(4).
Let me tell you, in the law it is written, for a human being, for us, for all of us, what is not forbidden is allowed. In the law, what is not forbidden is allowed. But in the case of government, what is not allowed is forbidden. ये एक general principle है. For us, what is not forbidden is allowed. And what is not allowed is forbidden in the government.
I am Gaurav Kenkre, Chairman of the Goa Branch of ICAI, and today we are hosting a 2-day sub-regional conference called Jigyasa. It is primarily a conference for our CAs and for the industry at large to equip them with the latest knowledge, to satisfy their thirst for knowledge, if I may say so. And we are covering different aspects of compliances like accounting standards, GST, income tax, to give a 360 degrees education experience to all our participants. So it's being held at Vivanta today, and it's our largest event annually, and we have got a large number today also. Goa is traditionally seen as a place to relax your mind, keep your mind calm, and we'd like to leverage on that at a calm place, if I give you adequate knowledge, adequate inputs, they will have much better results. So we look at it in that manner, that where we can give them a nice focused learning experience, and where the participants from Gujarat, Maharashtra and other states also, if required, can come down to Goa and learn in a very conducive environment.
So let me give you a little background on the whole ICAI scheme of things. The Institute of Chartered Accountants of India is formed under the Act of Parliament, and we are 72 years old, and in last 72 years we have about 3,35,000 chartered accountants till date, of which 1,16,000 are in Western region. And although we have a central council at Delhi, which has got 32 elected representatives and 8 government nominees, so 40 of them run the institute overall. But for administrative purposes, India is divided into 5 regions: North, West, South, East and Central. And at West also we have a council of 21 elected representatives. The elections happen every 3 years. And of the 21 who get elected, there are 4 office bearers every year for 1 year term. Chairman, Vice Chairman, Secretary, Treasurer, that way. And as such, at WIRC, like we got 35 branches and we got 100 plus study circles. So the study circle is the lowest in the ICAI scheme of things, and that is generally catering to a particular area where members ke liye they organize programs on various subjects, be it accounting standard, company law, income tax, GST. So members come to learn. So the study circle is a program orienting unit whose primary job is to impart knowledge. But other than that, we from time to time also get involved in various activities where we are looked upon as a partner in nation building. From tree plantation to kit distribution to finance and taxation literacy drive, we do various things through the study circles, through the branches. And at WIRC again, we come up with publications also from time to time. We do trainings for members. We come up with a lot of IT courses. So there are so many things which we do on a regular basis.
So we had talked to the CM quite some time back about various MOUs which the ICAI can sign with the government. These are primarily about either skilling the MSME entrepreneurs or skilling students or in that nature. So today we had a meeting with the Department of Higher Education, and they had brought in some colleges etc. also to meet us, and we had a very productive meeting with him. We had proposed an MOU for skill development of SY, FY and TY BCom. So any BCom student, typically what happens even in Goa, the market situation is that we say that there is a high unemployment. At the other side, we see employers are not getting employable staff. The gap is that the final product of a BCom college is nowhere close to what is expected in the industry. So we are trying to bridge this gap with a unique course called Train, Earn and Learn, which WIRC has proposed, where we give them 36 hours of practical training of actual income tax portal, GST portal, TDS, actual hands-on approach rather than bookish knowledge. So we had proposed that kind of MOU with the Directorate of Education. We were pleasantly surprised that not only they want to do this, they want much more from us. Sir, if you may want to elaborate on that part.
So basically, I think they said they would want our support in even revising their course curriculum for the whole graduation. They would seek input from us, like practically what is happening and what should be brought into the syllabus. That is one front. Second, they also felt like chartered accountants practically do work, so they have a lot more understanding about the systems, the portals, etc. And maybe the faculties in the colleges may not have that practical hands-on knowledge. So they want us to do faculty development as well for their this thing. And we said like we can even, our people can go to their premises and do this thing. Or otherwise we can even provide our facility in our branch building and free of cost, and we can do that for them. So I think there is lot more which they are looking at. Plus, see, Goa being such big, we have branch building in one place, but like if the students want to do CA, then we'll need library also. So if in each college we can get one room where we can run a CA library, that is also nice. So there are so many things which we can go jointly together.
In fact, just to add, the colleges were asking us for publications of ICAI. WIRC has expressed their full commitment to provide free copies of all the publications to all the colleges of Goa who are asking for it. So soon we'll get a list of all the colleges, they'll send all our publications, and henceforth any new publication comes, one copy will automatically reach the library of the college.
See, I think the benchmark is set which is very high, and I feel the moment you sit in the chairman's chair, whether it is a branch or whether it is a region, all of a sudden you start doing various activities and various things. And is, I think, people come here to give back to the profession, and there is so much which can happen. And being in Mumbai, really, like if you talk about direct tax, indirect tax, there are so many, the best of brains are there. So to create any technical material or anything, like say now ICAI for the first time in the whole world has come up with sustainability standards. So we are seeking input from people on the exposure draft. So immediately there will be so many people who are like actually dealing in sustainability in larger cities like Mumbai or Gurgaon or Noida. So you get inputs, then you create a book on that material. Then these are the people who go and conduct training everywhere. So I think that is where it comes from. We really have a lot of good talent in the larger cities that way. Yes.
So typically a CA branch, as sir said, role is to serve the members and the CA students. We are taking it one step forward. We are actively approaching the government on various issues, suggestions. So one example is we had made a pre-budget memorandum on extending the VAT OTS scheme. In the recently concluded assembly session, we are very pleased to note that the CM promised that he will extend the scheme. Secondly, we released a book on MSME policies of Goa, a compendium, on 27th of June, MSME Day. It was the first of its kind in Goa. In the past, many CAs as well as industry people have asked me personally, we want to know what are the schemes available in Goa. You must recollect CM's campaign during his election. He was saying, we have got so many schemes, you don't know about it. So we took it one step ahead. We said we are going to give you the compendium of all the schemes. We are among only one of the 5 states in the entire country who has done this. So this way we are promoting MSMEs, promoting entrepreneurs in that manner. Again, some other perspective, like we are going to inaugurate a full tree plantation drive at the Nuwe Highway tomorrow. For our members, we have launched, actually it's open for everyone, we have launched a 500,000 steps challenge for their fitness. So from 15th August till 26th January, you take part in that, complete 500,000 steps, you'll get a medal, a certificate, and the satisfaction of possibly having developed a healthy habit for yourself. So that way Goa branch is doing not only for its members as well as for other people.
The overall CA course, the total fees from end to end is like less than ₹1 lakh. Now, when you compare it with other bigger professional courses, this fees is nothing, and anyone can afford. And I'm sure you would have read about rickshaw puller's daughter also becoming a CA, and a gardener's son also becoming a CA. Okay, so by encouraging people to do this, I think we will only make a change in their life and impact their lives. Okay, now you will also know that like the whole CA course curriculum is changing, and the foundation is going to be the toughest. The IPCC or intermediate will be less tough, and the final will be much easier. Once you clear your IPCC and start your articleship, then you will most likely clear your final. So what we'll do is, we like now go to various schools, 8th, 9th, 10th students we meet. We go to colleges, 11, 12 students we meet, and we encourage them to take up CA as a course curriculum. So see, like the first Congress of Accountants happened somewhere in the beginning of 20th century, 1900. So it is about 118 years old, and it is like a marathon which happens every 4 years. 4 years back it was in Sydney, and like you rightly said, first time in India in 118 years, and ICAI is hosting it, India is hosting it, ICAI is hosting it, and being in Mumbai in the Geo World Convention Center, Mumbai is hosting it, and hence WIRC is involved end to end. It will be on 18, 19, 20 and 21st November. About 6,000 delegates physically and 10,000 delegates virtually will attend the Congress. And when we talk about the South African countries like Kenya, Nigeria and South Africa, etc., Tanzania, they have committed about 1,500 delegates physically, and Australia and New Zealand has committed about 400 delegates physically. So we are expecting international delegates in the range of around 2,500 to 3,000 international delegates almost across the world, whether it is Institute of England and Wales, Chartered Accountants England and Wales, whether it is CPA Australia. Every institute's office bearers will be there. All our ICI chapters across the globe, all the office bearers will be there. It is going to be a treat. And the theme is building trust and enabling sustainability. Globally, now people are saying that we have been reporting on profit, but then now the reporting which is going to happen is planet, people and profit, 3 P's. If the planet is not there, we will not survive. Human beings will not be there. If people are not there, then what do you do with the profit? So that is the reason the whole sustainability, the environment, governance is going to become a lot more important, and the theme and people are going to spend a lot of time around there. Yeah.
So the young CAs, I would like to make a special mention about them who had recently qualified. Most of them are not from Panjim or Margam or Ponda. They are from what you can maybe call tier 3 or even village level places. So that gave us a lot of confidence and inspiration that our course is something which reaches even the what you can say lower level where you will not get good internet connectivity, or you may not be having much economic development there. Still those children have picked up the CA course and qualified in huge number. 8 in one attempt is quite a big number, which is why even the Chief Minister on his all social media pages wished them congratulations and also encouraged more people to come into the CA course. So that's I think maybe a turning point in our course here, that we may now see more and more CAs, because frankly there is a dearth of CAs, there are lack of CAs, demand is there, we don't have supply. So very good evening to everyone. We are representing ICAI, that is the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. We are a body formed under an Act of Parliament. We come under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and we have got 5 regions. One of the regions is Western region, that is the largest region by far, and today we are lucky to have the entire office bearers team of the Western region. We have the chairman of the Western region, CA Murtuza Kachwala, Vice Chairman C. Yashwant Kasar, Secretary Shweta Jain, Treasurer Piyush Chanda, and Managing Committee member and our representative on the Western region for Goa Branch, CA Sanjay Nikam. I am CA Gaurav Kenkre, Chairman of the Goa Branch, and Vice Chairman CA Thomas Andral, and Treasurer CA Vishwanath Bode are also there. So today we have organized a sub-regional conference of 2 days for CAs in Goa, covering various aspects of income tax, accounting standards and GST. Parallelly, we have had many other agenda for this meeting for our Western region people. So we have had activities like we are going to have tomorrow a tree plantation inauguration. We have met with the Directorate of Higher Education for certain MOUs which sir may like to elaborate on, and we are also going to release the compendium of MSME policies e-book version free of cost for everybody in Goa. Sir, if you would like to talk about the MOUs, etc.
Thank you, Gaurav. So, with the education department, we discussed about the MOU, and one of the important thing is we at WRC have started something called as Train, Earn and Learn. So this is for the commerce graduation students, and they undergo a 35 hours training which is online virtual training, and we teach them tally, direct tax, indirect tax in 35 hours, and the fees is only 350 rupees, and we look at a batch of at least minimum 100, and once they attend this course, then the college or university checks with the student whether they would want to do practical training with the CA office, and if yes, then those names and numbers are shared with the CA offices in that region, so that the CAs can interview and hire these people, the graduate students, as interns in their office. They can work after college hours. So like if the college gets over at 12, then maybe 12:30, 1 to 6, 1 to 7, 8, they can work in a CA office. We generally request and encourage that the training should be at least for 1 year. By doing that, what happens is a person becomes practically entrenched on everything. Whether it is company law, whether it is income tax, whether it is GST, whether it is accounting, finalization, all of those. And see, it is obvious that a normal person becoming a graduate will get X amount of salary, but if he's got 1 year practical experience with the CA office, the salary will be much higher. So that is how we make an impact on people's life. And once these students come into a CA office, they are even encouraged to do chartered accountancy as a course at times, so which is also a good thing. So in a way, it works as a career counseling for us as well.
Any questions, or do we continue on the...
No, what is the MOU that you are going to sign with the Education Department or planning to sign?
So see, MOU we have already signed across Maharashtra, Goa and Gujarat, Maharashtra and Gujarat with various universities, etc. But generally it covers 5-6 things. One, we go to these schools and colleges under this university or whatever, and we do career counseling courses for the students. That is number one. Number two is about this TEL, which is Train, Earn and Learn. But now I think more and more the academicians feel there is a need to bring about changes in the syllabus, in what they teach. Because see, teaching their bank reconciliation, like looking at bank book and bank statement, but practically today a software is possibly doing bank reco, or a GST screens, how do they look? So there is a lot more which can be brought into the syllabus. So we will help also in multiple places looking at the syllabus for the graduation and giving them feedback what should be included, what should not be included. One other thing where many colleges etc. felt that their faculties will have bookish knowledge, but the CAs have generally practical knowledge because they do every day. So they want chartered accountants to even train their faculties a little so that they can become a lot more effective, and we are ready to do it. If our CA has to go to their premises and train is also okay, otherwise we have our own branch office and they can come here and free of cost, we are happy to train them. So that is there. One other thing is on, like, see, Goa being such a huge place, students cannot travel, CA students from one location to another. So if these colleges can provide us one small room which can be a CL reading room, so people who do not have or have smaller houses, they can go to this reading room, sit and study there that way. So we request them for support in terms of that place also, one classroom in their building, so that we can run the library or reading room. And one more thing is, like, ICAI, the CA Institute, has developed an accounting museum which gives complete detail dating 600 BC onwards, how did the whole accountancy profession evolve. And we provide the soft material to the colleges and they can put it up on one wall as a photo gallery, various frames, so people can understand the evolution of the whole accounting profession. So I think these are type of things which we cover. Yashwant, anything else that you remember from the Pune University which we did, etc., which you can add also?
Yeah, certainly. As sir said, the major point of MOU is regarding assisting them in drafting their curriculum, their syllabus. So there where our ICAI is playing a vital role, because at ICAI we keep on revising or upgrading our syllabus very often. Earlier we used to revise our syllabus every 10 years, but now we are revising it after every 5 years to keep it updated with the international trends and the trends that are coming in the accountancy and taxation of these areas. Apart from that, the faculty development, as Sir mentioned, that is one of the major area where ICAI is playing role. And we have done these MOUs with various universities. Recently we had MOU with the Pune University, then various autonomous colleges. ICAI has also MOU with the UGC, Universities Grant Commission, for drafting the syllabus. So with this we are approaching various universities of various parts of India, and we are hand-holding with them. Recently the UGC also accredited the CA qualification as a postgraduate qualification. So we are also so that gave our CAs opportunity to be to do the doctorate degree with the universities which are affiliated to the UGC. So that way we are also trying to provide our resource persons to various colleges as a guest lecturers, because as I mentioned, the CAs, as they are in practice, they are updated with the day-to-day practical knowledge. So whenever they are taking as a guest lecture going to any college, that adds value for the students. So our Goa branch will be proactive in providing those kind of resource persons whenever in college in Goa requires them. So mainly the points Sir has covered, these are some additions.
So this MOU will be signed with the Goa University?
With the DHE. So the CM on 1st of July, that is CA Day, the CM had announced that he would be very keen on signing this MOU with ICAI. So today we took the next step and we presented a draft MOU to the DHE, and they were very positive, and they, in fact, as Sir said, they wanted more inputs from us, they wanted us to be more on board with them. We are very, very keen to being part of that. One more request we have come from the colleges. We have met some college principals today. They were requesting for our study material and our books which we publish on a regular basis. So WIRC has been kind enough to promise that we will send all our publications free of cost to all the colleges as and when the publication comes. So their library will be updated with the best of knowledge resources available in the country.
See, actually, if you look at last 2.5, 3 years, whatever seminar conferences which West India WIRC has conducted, almost I would say 98% of the PPTs and 98% of recording is available free of cost on WIRC website. So we told them you can download that. All the ICAI resources like accounting standards, standard and auditing are again available for them to download. But some of the college principals said that like looking at hard copy is good and it can be in the reading room library. So anyone wants to read can read. So we said we will send you one copy complimentary. But what we requested a list of all the colleges with their address so that we can courier it to them directly from Bombay. No problem.
Regarding the tree plantation, can you give some details?
Okay, so we know about the new bypass highway from UM to Margam. So we have taken almost a 3-kilometer stretch where we have planted trees at strategic points and will be maintaining them in the coming future. So we are planning to have this kind of initiatives also where we give back to society and the environment at large. That will be inaugurated tomorrow afternoon by our dignitaries.
It's in collaboration with the forest department?
No, so there is a Vana Mahotsav committee in Margam. I think it's under Rotary or something. So they forest department, PWD road. So they are also helping us out in that. Yes, and the MSME book, we had released a book on the MSME day which covers industries department, IT policy as well as EDC schemes, the government schemes all in one place in simple common man's language. We are releasing the free ebook today on our website because we have got a very good response. People are asking us more and more copies. So we thought instead of giving copies have definitely given out to all the stakeholders, but an e-book would be something which each and everyone can download for free at their willingness, at their time, and study it and make use of these. So we are trying to promote the MSMEs in Goa. Sir, I would request you to kindly click on this. MSME e-book. Resources. MSME e-book. It is already open here.
So on the web link, when you go,
You need to go to
under
Goa.
resources,
Yeah, Goa-ICAI.WIRC.
so like anyone wants to start a manufacturing company or any business, what are the various incentives which are available by way of backward area benefit as you call, or like by way of reimbursement of electricity charges and X and Y, all of those are mentioned in detail. And for small and medium enterprises also, what are the various benefits that are available?
This is the first of its kind publication in Goa, and only total I think 5 states across the country have something like this. So we are in the top 5 in that region, and this is just a starting point. The Industries Minister also has promised us that as soon as the new policies come, he will share with us. We will put them in this also. One more point.
So we would also want to inform all of you about one of the largest event, which is the World Congress of Accountants, which will be hosted by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India in Mumbai in November. So this, the World Congress actually started in the beginning of the 20th century, around 1900 year, and it is a 118 years old phenomena. It happens every 4 years. 4 years back it was in Sydney. In 118 years, first time in India. And ICI is hosting it, and because it is in Mumbai, the Geo World Convention Center, WIRC will be involved, and all of us will be involved in doing it. The expectation is 6,000 delegates physically and 10,000 delegates virtually. Basis our various discussions with various accounting bodies across globe, the SAFA, which is a South African Federation, Kenya, Tanzania, Nigeria, South Africa, people have started registration, and they have confirmed to us 1,500 delegates physically, 500 from New Zealand and Australia, and we are expecting at least at the minimum 2,500 international delegates. And whether it is the Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales, whether it is CPA Australia, every accounting body across the world will be present on those 4 days at Mumbai. And also the CA Institute has got 46 international chapters, so all our office bearers from our various chapters will also be there. So 4 days, 18, 19, 20 and 21st. We got an early bird registration prize up to 15th of August for the Indian delegates. But the theme overall is building trust and enabling sustainability. As we all know, everyone across globe is worried about the sustainability, and the global accounting profession is also worried about that. And people are talking about 3P reporting now: planet, people and then profit. Up till now we were worried about profit reporting. So if the planet is not there, people cannot survive, and people are not there, what is the use of the profit? So that is where the whole changes is happening. And one more thing which I just want to touch upon, this year I am sure all of you know that in India the top 1,000 listed companies will have to report on management reporting and sustainability reporting, management responsibility and sustainability reporting. So there are about 120 criteria on which reporting is required to be done. Nothing comes from accounting software. The quality of air, the carbon emission, the water, how much do you consume, electricity, how much do you consume, how much do you generate from a renewable source. If you had accidents, how many accidents, whether they were fatal, how many people died. So what type of protections do you take, health, safety, all of those are required to be reported by the 1,000 listed companies in India for the year ended 31st March 23. So overall there is a new dynamics. The whole of CFO accounting profession is like now scratching their heads to build the whole database and the records for all this reporting. Chartered accountants are helping in putting those records in place, and chartered accountants will also be reporting, issuing a report on that after 31st March next year.
During the inaugural, you had mentioned the PQR and TE of it.
Yes.
So I would like to know about the technology. Is it helping the CAs or it is making CAs life more challenging?
Definitely it is helping. Yeah. See, technology everywhere, and maybe I'll touch a little and then others can also add. It is like it helps in automating, bringing about efficiency, bringing about effectiveness. And you look at it, us as a country, India, only because of all the sharing of knowledge, cloud, security, so much of data is coming to India and we are sitting here offset and doing work. The Credit Suisse, the complete global back office is in India in Pune. The Fidelity, global head office, back office is in Gurgaon. So many are coming and setting up shops in India and we are working from here. In fact, that is helping us as a country, that is helping us as a profession. And I'm sure the whole of these services which we are doing, the managed business services or the shutting up of shared service centers are going to contribute a big way to the 5 trillion economy which you're talking about.
I would say the CA professionals are acting as technology enablers. Means we as a professional know the business as a function. So we know we have the functional knowledge of businesses and we have the technical knowledge as well. So we are the best suited professional wherever we can I would say analyze what the business requires and we can help them enable the technology for their needs. So we call ourselves the technology enablers, and definitely with the help of technology, CAs are performing much better for the customers.
Gaurav, what is the attendance for the 2-day seminar and where are the faculties drawn from?
Yes. So we have around 150 participants from across Goa, and the faculties are the best of the country. So we have got one faculty from Bangalore, one faculty from Delhi is just landing, and one from Bombay. So we have not selected just from our region or whatever. We have gone across the country, scoured for the best and brought them to Goa.
See, the whole of technology, I'll give you only one example on the whole continuous control monitoring which people are now implementing. You pick up your mobile and search for sports shoes and then don't do anything. Now once you drive into a mall, the moment you get into the parking, you will get a message saying that the sports shoe shop is number so and so on the 2nd floor, and a message gets pushed to your mobile. It encourages you to go to the shop and see. And this, on the basis of your action, some reaction happened, a targeted message was sent to you, and on the basis of the targeted message, now you are encouraged to go and do something which helps in generating revenue. So the software, the whole of thing can be used like that. Now when I am building a CCM, I can use my internal data from my billing system, from my accounting system, or I can pick up from the Facebook and the Google and the X and the Y as well. And I can, so from where do you extract the data? Where do you bring it a data warehouse or a common place? What are the search engines that you filter? And then what action on each of them, and how do you send and where do you send? It is a whole mechanism which gets set up. And everywhere there are different type of technology and tools which are involved.
I think technology will reduce the lower level menial works and will free us to do actual quality value addition works. That is where as humans will be able to give much more productive output rather than doing works which a machine or something can do after a little bit of training. So I think that's going to be the next key challenge, how we reskill ourselves to upskill ourselves actually to go to the next level rather than being stuck at the lower level.